What is going on, everybody? It's you, it's me, it's us. We're back for another fantastic and wonderful weekly live stream. Thank you so much for being here. It's time for some more Standard. Now, I know since my debut stream on Tuesday of last week, I've only gotten one video out, so it's been a bit of a stressful week. Untapped was down for like 2 days, which added a lot of stress to my plate because, as you know, my stats are a big part of what I do as a content creator. So not being able to show stats for my games was very frustrating and was stopping me from being able to make content. What's up, Obsidian? I've got all kinds of stuff cooking. I got a whole bunch of fun new stuff to share with you guys. So a whole week's worth of brewing, and I've only made one video out of all of it so far. So lots of fun stuff to share with you guys tonight. Hopefully we'll get something super cool out of the stuff we're trying out tonight. Maybe we'll brew a few new decks while we're playing. So just a couple of quick things. Please make sure you like the stream on your way in. Helps immensely. Lets YouTube know that you guys are having a good time and that this is an awesome stream where everybody should come hang out. Because the more of you there are to talk to, the merrier. So also in the description are all of my socials and things like that if you want to follow me on those as well. It's really big help towards helping me grow as a creator and get my presence in other platforms just to grow on those platforms as well, so that you know, fun stuff, so that I can be awesome and cool and help support me, which is awesome, and you're awesome, so thank you. And then also my Discord, Sub-Squad Discord, in the description. If you want to join the Discord, it's a great way to talk to me directly, share decks with me, and just, I'm very active there. So if you ever have any ideas or anything you want to share, it's a great place to connect with me. So with that, let's go ahead and get into some brews. All right, I have a whole bunch of stuff. I've got some best of 1 stuff, some best of 3 stuff, and all kinds of goodies for you guys this week. So I'm just making sure all my settings are correct, because I moved everything around. In case you can't tell, my setup is different. And so I moved everything around, so I'm making sure everything is in order here. So as far as brews, we've got a sweet mill deck. We've got Joda Humans in best of 3, so I tweaked it and added a sideboard, as well as a new Dimir control deck built around winning with Water Crystal and Mill, a sweet artifact aggro list, a Mardu Wizard token ping type of deck, Boris Equipment's Turtle Surprise. We have changed this up a little bit, and a very sweet Abzan Legends list, an Aristocrats deck based around Sephiroth, but this time in the Rakdos colors, and then a couple of neat ones. The Knights for Hire deck is the deck I did my most recent video on, so if you want to check that out, did a video about it on Tuesday, yesterday, so you can check that out after the stream possibly. Then we have a Vivioplasm deck. Now this was heavily inspired by MTG Creative Combos. So if you've never heard of MTG Creative Combos, they're a YouTube channel that is very much focused on coming up with all the craziest, kookiest combos. But this one really struck me, and it's based on making infinite mana with Vivi and Mimeoplasm. So shout out to MTG Creative Combos for coming up with that awesome combo. But I decided to go a little bit of a different route than they built their deck. And then we also have a landfall pinging deck as well that's a lot of fun. So lots of fun stuff to try today. I think the first place we're going to start off with is probably Artifact Aggro. What's up, Daniel? Where are you at right now, rank-wise? I think I'm in like mid-tier diamond, almost a mythic. Yeah, I mean, a lot of aggro decks scoop the Omni combo. It's like you either kill them quick enough or they combo you and you die. Like, but I mean, the deck just felt great in best of 3. Like, it was really, really fun. All right, so this is actually a best of 3 list. So we're gonna play this in best of 3. It shouldn't be too grueling for you guys because it's a fast deck. Fun fact, so Sid Timeless Artificer really gave this deck some new legs. It's a 4/4 that kind of does an Urza Prince of Krug impression. It gives artifact creatures and heroes you control +1/+1 for each artificer you control, and each artificer card in your graveyard. So he's an artificer, obviously. Yeah, Final Fantasy X Sid, of course. Interestingly enough, though, guess what else is an artificer? Memory Guardian. I hadn't really thought about it until I was like until I looked up other artificers and realized that Memory Guardian happens to be an artificer. So having these in the graveyard or on the field alongside Sid can make it +2/+2, +3/+3, all kinds of fun stuff. And then we've got a couple of salvation engines and aerial units in the list as well. But it's primarily an aggressive deck with a bunch of 1-drops, a bunch of 2-drops, some 3-drops for removal, and then 4-drops to pump, and some affinity for artifacts list. But this deck is really sweet. And then in the sideboard, we've got Requisition Raids to deal with Quarry Steelcutter, Surge of Salvations to deal with just any kind of black removal, or red, like Brotherhood's End type of stuff. Spell Pierces to help deal with board clears. Crystal Barricades to help deal with sacrifice and discard lists. Rest in Peace to deal with Omni, and Negate also, along with Spell Pierce, deals with Omni as well. So very, very sweet list. Let's go ahead and get into it. I've never played Final Fantasy VIII. You know what? The sad part is I tried. When I had my PlayStation 1, I tried to play Final Fantasy VIII, but the disc I bought, I got it from GameStop, and it was freaking scratched, and it wouldn't get past the opening, and I was so depressed. So I never got to play it. So best of 3, all right. And then we're gonna go to Artifact Dagger here. Yeah, I tried to play it when I was younger, and I bought it, and I got it home, and I was like, it would play like the opening, and I was like, this looks so cool, this is sick. And then it would freeze right at the end of the opening, and I was just like, I tried everything. I bought those stupid, I don't know if any of you remember those stupid plastic things that you would spray your disc and then put it in the plastic thing and then crank it and spin it to clean the discs. I had like 3 of those things to try to clean my discs. All right, Katie, or Cattle, I don't know. The one could stand for anything. Could even be a boat. We get to play first. This is fine. Magitech, infantry. It's Magitech. Case of the Uneaten Feast. Oh boy, life gain. Just what I always wanted for Christmas. We've got a nice curve here though, so I mean we might be able to outrun them. Heir Apparent, huh? Alright. That's a thing you can do, I suppose. Gonna have to run him over. Just gonna play another Heir Apparent this turn, but then I get to play Urza and run it and go over it. So, more leaders call, free attack, hooray! If I can get to 6 mana, I can just exile everything with Perilous Snare. Or I can just win now. What an easy game. Might as well have been fishbowling. Alright, so Heir Apparent. Goodness, is it worth Rest in Peace? Because you know he's got to be playing Raise the Past, right? Or do we just go as is? I mean, maybe it's worth some Requisition Raids. Just to destroy the enchantments. We have a lot of flyers, so we can kind of get over the top. And he's playing mono white, so even the one copy of Skrull can help us get there. I'm just going to side in for this game. I'm going to side in the requisition raids. I'm gonna cut one perilous snare here. That's not true, because he could be in a situation where he has like a win with Raise the Pass, but then I counter it. I do have a way to counter it with the flyer. This is a good hand. So it's not like I have nothing against it. But it is a little weak. There's Heir Apparent number 1. Let's go ahead and get down Mandible Justice here. Heir Apparent number 2. No blocks. Let's go ahead and get down Mendicant. So we can at least start blocking, and then I'm gonna go ahead and... No, I'm not. I'm gonna... yeah, I'm gonna attack. Because he has to block with the Heir Apparent if he wants to get rid of it. This gains us some precious life, and we're gonna probably be winning with these Guardians and stuff anyway. This slows him down a little bit. Okay. He's only got 2 mana, but he's apparently got a million Heir Apparents in his deck. There's the War Leader's Call. Thankfully, we still can block. Okay, beautiful. So, destroy target enchantment, counters, get rid of it. Get in for 4. Try to get our speed up so that we can start copying these Valkyrie units. When it gets lost, but technically grows our... Hey, he actually helped us out there, so thanks, pal. Surveil 2, neither of these things are helping us. I'm gonna hold off on cracking any of these map tokens until I cast my aerial unit. When it's making a whole bunch of rabbits. Alright, Mirex. And I guess they scoop it up. Because alright. Well, that wasn't too difficult. Alright, there we go. Now we're in Diamond Tier 2. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. Thank you all so much for being here. 18 of you in chat. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Please make sure you hit that beautiful like button to let YouTube know that I'm doing a good job. Yeah, right? Like, the maps are always a downside, but, like, that was, like, hardcore downside. Like, Charles Ingalls. We'll play some best of 1 after this, but I want to at least, you know, play a little bit of best 3. This is a good hand. Oh, wait. I thought this was Mendicant. I'm smart. My brain was like, oh, blue, white, it's Mendicant. So now I need lands, or I'm not going to cast anything ever again. Oops. Alright, opponent's on Golgari. They surveil and keep it on top. We'll take nesting bot number 2. Well, I guess I can technically cycle Sid, worst case scenario. That is a nice part of him. Wastewood Verge for the opponent, and up the Beanstalk. Well, I could very much use a land. Perfect. Let's Perilous Snare that bad boy. We're in third gear, guys. What you got, opponent? Did we just ruin your life by taking your Beanstalk? Oh, it's Abzan, Overlord of the Hauntwoods. You're bad and online? Oh, this is frustrating. I guess let's cycle sit here. Land. Start putting counters on these guys. We got Perilous Snares for days. If he doesn't play anything we need to snare, we've got Air Unit. If we draw a land, we've got Engine. Alright, opponent plays Shadowy Backstreet. What rank are you playing? Best of 1 or best of 3 right now? High Noon? I don't even care about that. That's a land, but... Air Unit. Surveil 2. Nope, nope. Roar. I'll be playing some best of 1 after I play this deck a little bit. Aw, man, Elspeth Smite. That was rude. Maybe I should have waited to put the counter until after combat, but... Is he gonna sack his High Noon to get rid of this aerial unit? That seems desperate. That is quite desperate. Let's go ahead and fetch another Magitech Infantry and cast it. Oh, I didn't know that was to the battlefield. What? That's so much better than I even thought. Oh, come on. Sunfall, really? Oh, that's so rude. Oh, it's so rude. We were so close. I didn't realize that put it onto the battlefield. I actually thought that just put it into your hand. That's so much better than I even thought. What a great mana sink for the late game. Shadowy Backstreet. Up the Beanstalk. Opponent's gonna start outvaluing us real quick here. What I'm thinking is we play Salvation Engine next turn. Opponent's gonna play High Noon, which probably hurts them more than it hurts us. Opponent's gonna get in for 3. Yep. Actually, oh, I only had one more. Oh no. Oh well. There's one, and then he exiled 2 of them, right? Yeah. Thought I had one more in the deck, but apparently I was wrong. Uh-oh. Elspeth.
Spare your gratitude. This is my duty. More heroes for the cause.
Okay. Unfortunately, we don't have anything with evasion right this minute, but... We're gonna make a really big Magitech Infantry. Liliana Dreadhorde General. Okay.
I do hope you make.
Opponent's gonna make us sacrifice our thing, or they're just gonna make a bunch of zombies. That works too.
Not like plucking turnips.
Opponent's going to draw a whole bunch of cards. But they have a high noon on the battlefield, so they can only cast one thing per turn. So if we can dodge a board clear or removal for Valkyrie area unit, I think we're
Wake up
fine.
and smell the decay. Ah.
I mean, Elspeth can technically remove it, I guess, which is kind of annoying. Are we dead here? Yeah. Oh well. Game 2. Opponent board cleared us and just got too far. So we need negate, spell pierce. Could argue that we need, I don't think we need requisition raid in this particular matchup. They do play a lot of artifacts and enchantments. Maybe we cut a salvation engine here and an Urza. And then one diversion unit and a Valkyrie air unit. Go like that. Yeah, we weren't fast enough, unfortunately. This is bad. This is also bad. Wow, those are two terrible opening hands. Abysmal. Come on, let me take my second mulligan already. Alright, mulligan again. This is much better. Salvation Engine and one Memory Guardian can go. Coast Scroll. If they don't go land cut down, we're good. We're just gonna have to draw the perfect hand. It'll be fine. We'll just draw into everything we need. That was a good draw. No attacks. The 1 point could make or break us maybe, but losing Mandible just this year just doesn't feel worth it to me. Land. I'm gonna play Mendicant because I want to get the speed. Like, I would rather play Memory. Oh my gosh, I attacked with the Scroll by accident. Look at me smashing the attack all button like some kind of mono red player. Boo to me, playing like a mono red player. That's probably gonna cost me the game. Because of my luck, he's going to have removal for one of these two creatures, and I would have been able to protect it with Skrull. Oh, sweet! Alright. Well, at this point, I think we just keep getting in. Hold up negate. We've got Skrull to protect from removal. We just need to survive a board clear. Of course, yeah, that's what it was, Obsidian. I knew. I knew there was no way. There was just no way he had anything at all that he could do, you know? Like, it's just that simple. Besides, if we hold this Memory Guardian until we get to speed 4, we can copy it. But we need more land. We need to draw a land so that we can... Okay, Overlord, sure. There's a land. So now we can play Memory Guardian and hold up Negate. Alright. Show me Sunfall. You know you wanna. Oh, so sorry. Too bad. Try again next time. All right, let's run it back. Let's do that again. Yes, I have witnessed the bullshittery of Timeless. I absolutely have. I have a couple of Timeless decks. I don't play very much Timeless because it's bullshittery. Nothing like your opponent just killing you on turn 1 or 2 with Necro Dominance or whatever. This looks great. Space planes! It's the planes of space! Vroom vroom, mother effer! Restless Fortress for these ones. Oh, no, let's do the smart thing and get the tap land out of the way. Nesting bot number 2. Looks like the opponent has a cut down or something. There's a stick, so they got something. And it's either a black or a green card. Maybe not Force of Will, but at least Force of Negation. Force of Will might be too strong. Yeah, I agree. It's not a fun format. I like historic. I wish we had historic without the alchemy stuff. Like, that would be really nice. They're like, but Timeless doesn't have alchemy stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but Timeless has things that need to be banned. Opponent's playing all their lands untapped now. So cool. Perilous Snare on your spelunking. Oh, no, I understand that the whole stuff not being banned, but what I'm saying is I wish we had a format like Timeless where none of the digital-only cards exist, but historic level, not Timeless. Like, I want the ban list of Timeless, but I want... I want the non-alchemy aspect of it so that it can feel... I want it because it would feel closer to modern. Because we're to a point where it's like some of the stuff we can get away with, like being really close to their modern counterparts. Am I really willing to negate that? If they have a Sunfall, then I guess we just lose. Elspeth is annoying.
More heroes for the cause.
Guess what? I have a Perilous Snare for that too, son.
Dark days.
Show me potato salad. He's... I actually have a deck like that right now, Daniel. It's Bant though. I built Bant auras with Yuna as the top end, kind of like a lifelink anthem instead of trying to reanimate big stuff. Great minds think alike. There's a day of judgment. Urza, if he lives, would be hilarious because I can literally make 1/1 soldier versions of Perilous Snare every turn. Up the beanstalk. Yeah, grief is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. I had some really good experience with Garnet in Sealed, so I want to try the deck, but I'm not 100% sure how to go about it just yet. I like Garnet a lot. Uh-oh. Well, this is frustrating.
I am the master. I require servants. Your corpse will volunteer.
Yeah, there's no way out of this.
You get used to this.
Thankfully, I can get rid of it. Oh, hey, look, Sid.
I will rise again.
All right, let's just hope he doesn't board clear us now. Oh, another Liliana.
The undead make great minions. Loyal.
This is so annoying.
Quite enjoy necromancy.
This is so frustrating. The problem is now every time they cast any big spell, they draw a card, so it's just gonna compound, and we're on top deck mode, so I don't know if we can win this game or not. Like, we've drawn very well, but if he can just keep making us sacrifice stuff, then Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Does he find removal?
This is more enjoyable than slaying demons.
Yep. And we draw land. We're out of it. Oh well. We put up a good fight considering it. Like, it's like our worst matchup is any kind of like hardcore control rampy list. Alright, we'll play one more with this and then we'll switch to some best of one. All right, new opponent. Where are you? There you are. Welcome to the game, La Poutine. This looks good to me. kind of swamp deck is it? Is it to remove everything we play? Is it the steal all of our stuff? Make us discard everything deck. Wonderful. And we're top decking lands. That's never good. Well, thankfully, this is the kind of deck that we can just steamroll over with some good draws. Uh-oh. There's like a moth in here trying to terrorize me. Carsai Revenant. That's annoying. So not steal everything. I would like to not draw any more lands. That would be super nice. I would really appreciate that deck. I can't make this stuff up. I asked nicely. I said please. I spoke eloquently even. Someone could have made a fish there and blocked. They make a fish anyway, don't block. Okay. Oh, that's fair. I don't know how we're getting out of this. Speed Demon, alright, yeah. We're just toast at this point. That was frustrating. Alright, so... we need removal for Annex, so raids come in. Maybe some Spell Pierces. Take out the aerial units. Take out both engines here. And I guess a unit. Changelings will be fun. I really hope when they go back to Lorwyn at the beginning of next year, we get a bunch more changelings. That'll be sweet. Make some really sweet new typal stuff. Play first. This is terrible. Is it though? And we can play Diversion Unit. Most of our lands are white. We have Spell Pierce to protect the Diversion Unit. Mulligan. Opponent is taking a very long time to decide on your mulligan. There we go. Put back a Memory Guardian. It's a swamp. Does our Justiciar live? Nope. Soulstone Sanctuary, Unstoppable Slasher. Duress, that's annoying. Now I can play a stupid Annex. And snatch our Guardian on top of it. Alright, we do another one. Nice. Holy Annex, sure. I'm just gonna take this here. Save this for a turn when I need it more. Mendicant. Alright, does he have untapped land? Of course he does. Ritual Chamber. Scrolve does not help. Oh well. Let's move on to some best of one. Since obviously our super sweet artifact aggro list is just not cutting it in best of 3 right now. Run up against too many removal on a just, you know, removal dot decks right now, so. Alright, to best of 1. Let's try some Pings and Wings. So this is basically a Mardu tokens list, but we're built heavily around the wizard tokens from things like Corner by Black Mages, Queen Braun, Circle of Power, Kuja, and then doubling up on them with Elspeths and taking advantage of them with Caretaker's Talent for draw. This is a really, really fun deck. We're gonna try it out. All right. Sure. All right, let's get down encampment first. Planes from the opponent. Let's see what they've got. It's Boros. Interesting. All right. Get down starting town. Consider Virtue of Loyalty. Carrot Cake. Opponent puts it on the bottom. It's a knight. Alright, well, if they're playing tokens, Comball is our bestie. We don't care at all about that. That was good. You know, I have cause to use that in my day-to-day life, and I think I shall. Since I have several types of animals that eat carrots. We are constantly talking about carrots. What do they have? Is it like a monstrous rage? Torch the tower. Okay. I guess they were considering using that to get me. Let's play Queen Braun and I probably am butchering that name. I don't know the character. Queen Brane? Sure. I would love a free 1/1 rabbit token. Thank you very much. So gracious. All right. I'm trying to figure out what they're doing. They obviously want to get rid of Queen here because letting us untap with that is probably bad for them. I would think they would imagine. Burane. I like it. Burane. Okay, so what do we do here? Let's see. Let's cast Cornered by Black Mages. Get ourselves a little 1/1. Or 0-1, sorry, 0-1. Drain the opponent. Yeah. I'm gonna attack and get... And then if he wants to make a Fountain Port token, we'll get a copy of it anyway, so I'm totally cool with that. Hootzel's Flanker. Okay, okay. Two bottom. I love it. I was just trying to force him to block unfavorably, and I wanted to get more of these guys on the battlefield. Because now this flips. If he doesn't have removal for it. Opponent blocks. Doesn't even sack at the Fountain Port. A braid? Okay. I mean, that is annoying, but like, I have Trans Kuja Fate Defied, so what are you gonna do about that? Surprisingly easy to flip this guy. Looks like they do have removal for it, though. They have a lot of colorless lands. I feel like that's a mistake. Like that's too many. Too many colorless lands. Temporary lockdown. Oh, gross. That's so annoying. What's going on, Lucas? Welcome to the stream. I am doing quite well. How are you? I'm having a good time. Opponent can make fish, but I mean, it's still costing them life. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, that deck felt really nice. I really enjoyed playing that. Another lockdown. That's annoying. Draw a card. Get a treasure. I'm just gonna make another fish. You make that fish. I'm gonna get there eventually. That's what I thought. Fall before the might of the piggy wizards. This is such a fun deck. I honestly, I don't know how good it is. I haven't played a ton with it, but like the couple games I played have just been super fun. Jason the Pretender. What is he pretending to be? A good Magic player? I kill me. We'll keep this. Restless Fortress. Crystal Grotto. Someone is playing Cave? No? I love this theme. I love this like little mate what's the name of that creature, the otter that does it? And then there's like a whole bunch of other random creatures that ping whenever you cast a non-creature spell. I just love it. Coruscation Mage, yeah. I think I have Coruscation Mage in my Landfall ping deck. I kind of have a similar deck to this built, but it's more built around the Landfall and Oger Axonil. I should probably have Oger Axonil on this list, right? Like, maybe I should find room for him. I wonder how that interacts with Kuja. I wonder if it doubles the 4 to 8 damage. That'd be interesting. I have no clue what the opponent's doing. I'm gonna get down Queen Burane. In the hopes that maybe we can play Elspeth next turn and just fly over and get double tokens. Oh no! We're about to die to this stupid combo. Let's hope he's playing the bad version of it. And he removes. Which means he doesn't have the combo, because he wouldn't be scared of that card if he did. So he must not have... He must not have a way to go off yet. Or he does? Why waste the Carnosaur then? Alright, let's see. Let's see how far he gets. It looks like he's playing the good bad version. This is such a bad deck. I hate that this works so much. Because it's such a terrible deck. It's such a terrible deck.
Discoveries are around every corner.
It looks like he's playing the version that doesn't have any way to whiff, really.
mysteries beg to be solved.
I hate that deck because it's so brainless. There's no thought process whatsoever. There's no removal leading up to the combo. There's no decisions to make. It's just, man, I really hope I draw this 5-mana spell and survive till turn 5, and then when I do, boom. Yeah, literally. Like, there's no thought. There's nothing. It's autopilot. Like, I can't stand it. Like, at least... Like, I feel like Omni is not a far cry better than that, but at least Omni requires setup, thought, and, you know, like, you actually have to kind of think a little bit, right? Like, it requires some amount of skill to even pilot the win once you have the omniscience on the battlefield and not screw it up. But that deck is literally nothing. It's literally just, haha, 5 mana, it automatically goes through and finds you the next thing. Oh, it's a Quintorius? Cool, -4. Oh, cool, bounce this. Like, no thought whatsoever. I've had the luxury of beating Omni after they resolved the Abuelos. It's rare, but it's beautiful when it happens. I think we're facing an Omni deck right now. Into the flood, Molly. You got it. Try again. Looks like they're gonna counter this one, maybe? Okay, so maybe it's not Omni, because these are not typical Omni cards. Ooh, it's a River Turn Monument. It's Mill, okay. Well, that's annoying. I don't know if we can win this. Alright, Obsidian, you have a great rest of your night, my friend. Drain, drain, drain. Or not. Yeah. Mill me. Get it over with. Hold up Bitter Triumph. If he doesn't play anything worth Bitter Triumphing, we'll battle menu. That's annoying. I should have done this in response. That was bad. He'd be one point closer to death. Yep. Mill. That was actually a good mill because I didn't want to draw any of those things anyway. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat this guy, but we're going to try. Adventure is in. Literally time walked by a land. Wow, okay. Can we stop drawing lands? That would be super great. That would be so great. I would really appreciate that. Before our opponent draws. Really? Do they have another monument? Or a way to bounce that one?
Emotions are distractions. Focus on the facts.
Get out of here, Jace.
Retreat is the sensible action.
It is annoying as they get to draw 3 cards
I
here,
will
but
clear your mind.
man. Caretaker's talent is nice. They don't have a counter. Let's copy the knight, I guess. I want to copy the wizard, but we don't have a lot of non-creature spells to cast, so at the end of the day, this is doing more work. Circle of Power is nice for next turn. Mill. Yeah, those Black Mage's rods would have been nice, actually. Lockdown, wonderful. Man, that's real annoying. And a Jace. Are we dead? No, it's not enough to mill us out. But...
Imasahak. I will iterate. No secret escapes my grasp.
Draw a card. River turn. Oh, we're dead. Okay. That was fun. Man, we are not having the best of luck right now. Let's switch it up. Let's see if we can find something a little more lucky. All right. You know what? Let's play some Boros equipment. So this deck is really fun. So I'm basically going full in on Cloud and Robin and Furion. And this deck's been really fun actually so far. So Cloud is really strong, and being able to search up anything like lets us like this one copy of Aether Spark is hilarious in this deck. The amount of times I've gone and fetched an Aether Spark and then like played it with a Freya the next turn and equipped it to Cloud and then had like 14 loyalty on this thing like so quick. Just absolutely hilarious. So we're gonna try this out, see how it does. This is probably not what most of you would expect to be the optimum list for this, but it's what I've found to work the best. I've tried quite a few equipment decks so far, actually, and this is the one that felt the most consistent. All right. Freya on turn 1 is wonderful. Looks like the opponent's going to make that sad. And they shock it. How rude. Alright, Aldebert Steiner. Mountain. Cacophony Scamp, and then they gotta... If they have another shock, I'm sure they're going to use it here, because letting us gain life with this is not a good idea for them. Stadium Headliner. Is this goblins? Alright, Bladehold War Whip. Now, we need to attack. This doesn't feel great, because they can kill it with Cacophony Scamp, but he can kill it with Stadium Headliner anyway next turn, so... Then we don't gain any life. I think the opponent forgot about the double strike. It was like, haha, I'm gonna be able to remove it, but nope. First strike's a thing, my friend. He does get a goblin with a Sear Slicer Goblin. And he does have a burst lightning for Aldebert, which sucks. Nahiri, Forged in Fury, alright. Let's get in there. Alright, we're definitely gonna get rid of the Seer Slicer Goblin. I just wanted to wait to see if he blocked first. Frenzied Goblin. And a Burst Lightning on Blade Hold. That's annoying. When it gets in. Ow, ow, ow. I mean, what are you waiting for, opponent? It's like they smash attack all and then go, oh wait. What's going on? What just happened? Am I still here with you guys? Is there anybody here? Chat with me, tell me I'm still here. Did I get disconnected from everything? I'm still here? Okay. I don't know what that was. I got scared that my internet just crashed for a minute. So I guess that guy or Arena messed up. I don't know what just happened. I've never seen that happen before where it just was like in the middle of the game and then just it went away. Like I've never had that happen. Weird. Chop. Chop, chop. Would have been nice if we had 2 untapped lands, but we don't, so we're not going to throw a fit about it. Albert Steiner. Flood Farm Bird for the opponent, and we're like, oh, it's an Omni deck. There goes the Omniscience. Alright, well... Not quite sure how we're gonna beat this deck, to be honest. I'm just not having good luck. I've been playing all. You know what? Like most of my decks right now are tuned towards aggro. I have not played a single Corey Steelcutter deck. I've only played like I don't think I played any traditional mono red decks either. Because that last deck was like a Goblins deck. Like, come on, man! Like. Opponent's probably got a Forest Dispersal. Yep. It's been all black control decks or combo decks and very frustrating. I was having better luck in best of 3 this week. So that could be part of the problem. Guess we're playing Albert again. Aldebert. It's only a matter of time before the opponent finds 4th land. Although we're getting land screwed too here, so. Problem is the opponent is 1 land away from winning the game, and we're still quite far behind here. There's a land. Alright, so let's see. How can we capitalize on this? I think we play Furion. Because this gives us the most damage next turn. Moment of Truth. Furion copies Bladehold War Whip and gives us a lot of double strike damage. Or if we draw a land, we can play like Steel Cutter. There we go. Alright, let's see if they've got it. I always wait at least until I see the invasion. Alright, they scroll shift the Omniscience. Cool. So now we can't just chainsaw it. Confounding Riddle. Dig 4 deep. And there's the invasion. Alright. Man, we're just having a rough night tonight. Luck-wise, like, I've been doing so good all week. I sit down to have fun with you guys, and I'm just getting comboed out every game. I'm gonna play a combo deck for you guys at some point tonight, so maybe we'll be the crazy combo deck for a minute. Llanowar BR, alright. This is a very good hand. Sunbill over. Zach Fair. There's a Corey deck. Looks like they've got some removal for our Zach Fair. Maybe not. Alright. Let's get down Aldebert. Is it into the Floodmaw or... Popped, okay. Thought it was removal, I guess it wasn't. Opponent's got options. There's a River Pyre Verge. Slick Shot. Let's go get a... I guess a Basilisk Collar here? Just for the extra life gain next turn. Because we can slap it onto Zach, and then that way when he goes... Okay, so they don't have a Corey Steel. That's good news. Sleight of hand. How much damage can they do to us this turn? That's all they're doing? No, there's a Monstrous Rage. You got another one? No? Okay. Okay. Auto Tapper, you need to calm down. Cloud. I'm gonna go get an Aether Spark here. And we're gonna Rebel Salvo the Slick Shot show off and see if that does it. Does he have removal for Aldebert? Adalbert? Alright, now I would like to draw a land so that I can protect Cloud when I equip him with an Aether Spark this turn. Opponent makes an Otter. Aether Spark. I mean, if he wants to give up his Otter here, I am fine with it. Opponent into the Floodmaws. Adalbert, that's annoying. Does he have more spells? Wow, okay. Just gonna let us get double loyalty there? Cool. We're gonna cast all the things next turn, and it's gonna be great. Opponent buys back what? They're buying back into the Flood Maw. Okay. Opponent gets in for 2. Cool. 10 mana. All okay. Base scoop. I'm gonna say I'm about to go ham. GG's. See, we play aggro and we win. It's beautiful. It's golden. All right, let's see. Let's play one more game with the Boros, because now, like, that was the deck where we actually got to do the thing. That was fun. Cloud plus Aether Spark is hilarious. If you like Cloud plus Aether Spark, make sure you hit that like button. Opponent goes first. Not with this hand. We aren't keeping it. It's too many things and not enough lands. That's good enough, I suppose. We'll put back Therian. Swamp. Deep Cavern Bat. Well, that's annoying. What does he take, though, I wonder? Maybe he takes Cloud. Salvo lets us get rid of the bat eventually, though. So does he get rid of the Salvo or the Cloud? I wonder. Usually the rule of thumb is take the thing that can kill the bat. But he might not want us to go fetch an equipment. Tough decisions, opponent. Takes the removal. Alright, well, I'm going to play Raubon and hope he doesn't have removal. I'm going to play the Swamp. And looks like they do have removal. Very annoying. Kind of hoping they didn't have that, but it is what it is. I'm gonna play Adalbert instead of Cloud here. Come on. Man, I'm just sick of removal.deck. Like, how is this person having a good time playing Magic? I don't know. I couldn't enjoy a deck like this where it's just a billion removal spells and snatch stuff out of your opponent's hand. Duress, yeah. Alright, Cloud. Let's go get Chainsaw. Snatch the Cavern Bat. Let's see what he does. What you got, opponent? A removal spell, of course. Couldn't possibly have enough of those. Opponent draws a card. Great. So there goes our Rebel Salvo. My goodness, this guy's annoying. Yep. Attack, draw a card. Opponent's doing nothing because his hand is just removal spells and discard spells. Oh, look, a slash. I don't see a way we get out of this, unfortunately. One just gets to keep drawing cards. They're not even ordering their triggers right. Yeah. All right, let's switch it up. We're gonna play. Where is my unit deck? My unit auras list. So this is basically just like, it's not anything crazy. Now this is a best of 3 list, so we're gonna switch to best of 3 here for a little bit. It's nothing crazy. It's basically a Calyx deck with a couple of summon Fenrirs and a couple of units in the list to give units some cool stuff to get back, and then it's, you know, Optimistic Scavenger and a couple of creatures in the 2-drop slots and just a bunch of ways to take advantage of and protect. But I'm doing pretty well with this deck. I think I'm like 4 or 5 and 1 with this list right now, and that's best of 3 matches, so that's a pretty sweet pretty sweet record with this so far. Tuck. Waiting on your opponent. Waiting on your opponent. I'm just waiting. This is better. Okay. Put back a Calyx. Signote Scout. Subterranean Schooner. Inquisitive Glimmer. Should have put that on the Glimmer. That wasn't smart. Because then I could have blocked the Schooner. Not smart. Let's see what the opponent is doing. Is this actual merfolk? I like it. Mistway Spy on top. Puts a counter on Ninkenzo. This is cool. I like it. All right. We're gonna have to take a little bit of pain here, but should have a pretty sweet turn next turn. One plays the Mistway Spy. Wow, 20 of you guys in chat tonight. Thank you so much for being here. It's so awesome to have so many of you guys around. Please make sure you take a quick moment to hit that beautiful like button to let YouTube know I'm doing a good job. And get more people in here chatting and having a good time. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Enduring Curiosity on top. That's bad. I mean, this is not going well, unfortunately, but hopefully maybe this will turn it around a little bit, but he could have a counter. It's so frustrating. Okay, well, Sheltered by Ghost is a very good draw. So we're gonna play Calyx here. Counter here, counter here. Sheltered by Ghost on the Glimmer. Get rid of Nickenzill. Put a counter on Calyx. Put a counter here. Kind of spread the counters out so if anything gets removed, we're not just completely all eggs in one basket. Go attacking. If the opponent doesn't block, which they didn't for some reason, then we're in great shape. So we're gonna make a copy of Sheltered by Ghosts, attach it to Calyx, snag the Mistway Spy, counter here, counter here. That went pretty well. That was a very good turn of events. Definitely turned that game around. All right, beautiful. All right, so what's our opponent doing? Oh no, we have a visual bug. I might have to restart Arena after this match, guys. I think we're honestly good how we are. I don't think we need the sideboard against this because it's basically just aggro merfolk, right? So not really feeling like we need the side. Our sideboards are more against control lists and things. Or hyper aggressive decks like Mono Red, Corey Steelcutter, things like that. This looks good to me. The art on this version of Seachrome Coast gives me the heebie-jeebies, just like the fact that it looks like human teeth in the art, like, ugh. Botanical Sanctum for the opponent. Yawamaya Coast. Get down a Silent Hall Creeper here. Flood Pitch Drowner for the opponent. See if they're willing to shuffle it or not. Deep Root Pilgrimage, huh? Okay. That's a little bit of a nombo there. Pass the turn. See what our opponent does. Alright. Let's play Calyx and see if they have an answer. Flood Pitch Drowner, okay. That seemed incorrect. Definitely should have tapped the unblockable thing. Let's draw a card. Ooh, Scavenger was a nice draw there. Counter here. All right. Well, that was a pretty easy game. To be fair, Merfolk is not exactly a meta deck. But still, I will take it. Oh, wait, no, cancel. Stop. Okay, hold on. I gotta restart Arena, so let's talk while I do that. How are you guys? Are you guys having a good time? You guys having fun? While I'm doing this, please make sure you take a quick moment to hit that like button. Please make sure you take a quick moment to check out the Sev Squad Discord, link in the description. For that, you do not need to be a member of the channel to have access to my Discord. So really appreciate anybody who joins that. And it's a great way to get in contact with me. If you like my content, you like the decks I play, you want to shoot me ideas or talk to me or ask for inspiration, things like that. It's a great way to get in contact with me. If you'd like to support the channel by becoming a member of the Sev Squad, then you are more than welcome to. Even the basic tier gets benefits in the Discord as well. It would also be greatly appreciated if you have any of the social media platforms that I have listed in the description. If you want to like and follow me on those, helps me grow as a creator, and that would be super awesome of you. So thank you so much. I've got the game reloaded here, so let's get back into it. Hey, Risen Dragon! Fellow content creator, if you've never checked out Risen Dragon, make sure you go check out their channel. Gotta support the small creators out there in the world. Keep us all together in a nice, beautiful, tight-knit group. He's got some pretty fun ideas over there on his channel. Opponent goes first. This is not a keepable hand, unfortunately. This is much better. What do I put back? This is tough. I think Audacity is probably the best card to put back. Let's put back Audacity. So I feel like Shard Mage's Rescue is just way more important, and it's still an aura that can help us get copies of Calyx. Opponents milling themselves, so this looks like more than likely the Golgari graveyard list. See if they have another Beanstalk. Yep, of course they do. Opponent gets in for one. Alright. Let's get down an Inquisitive Glimmer. Get that cost reduction. And that actually gives us an opportunity to play Calyx and start making copies next turn, which is pretty sweet. Let's see if our Glimmer lives. Farsight Revenant. Alright, well that actually complicates things a bit. So I think what I'm actually going to do now is hang tight and try to resolve an entity tracker next turn. So we can start drawing off of all of our enchantments. We need Sheltered by Ghosts to get rid of this Revenant. Alright, opponent gets in. No blockies. Alright, I'm going to take a risk, because they probably have removal, but I guess I'd rather them remove the tracker than the Glimmer. Nothing, really. Interesting. Alright, well, Calyx. Draw a card. Counter on the tracker so that it lives, hopefully. If they have removal, we've got Feyflight to protect. Yeah, ban enchantments with a little bit of Una there. Beautiful turn. That went quite well. This deck's so ridiculous. We haven't gotten to see Yuna yet, which is annoying me. I really want to play Yuna, but Yuna's just nice because it's like, oh, if they remove all of our stuff, then Yuna happens to just be a really good late game card to just bring back Shelter by Ghost and Calyxes and Hall Creepers and stuff. I've really been liking Fenrir in the list a lot too. All right, well, let's play Hall Creeper. We need to draw. We need Sheltered by Ghost real bad. We're not finding it. I'm just gonna get in with everything. If he wants to block Calyx, then that's fine. This is such a ridiculous board state that at this point it doesn't matter. Use Silent Hall Creeper, and one of these two is gonna get through, so we're gonna get a copy of Faithlight anyway. Or honestly, I'm probably just gonna make another Inquisitive Glimmer. Why wouldn't he hit the Silent Hall Creeper? I'm so confused. I have a 1/1 Silent Hall Creeper. Does he have a way to give that -4, -4? Very confusing state of affairs. We've got a lot of unblockable creatures, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Diamond Weapon. Well, that is a thing you can do. Don't think it's gonna be good enough, though. One of blocks. That's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's not enough. Shelter by Ghost is a good draw, eventually. Fortunately, we can't cast it this turn. I don't think he can just flat out kill us here. I mean, he can Karsai Revenant the Diamond Weapon and gain a bunch of life, but then we just went on the backswing, so it's kind of irrelevant. That's his whole turn, you know? Like, he spends the whole turn slapping lifelink on the Diamond Weapon. And if he doesn't attack, then he just loses anyway to the unblockables. And they scoop. Alright. So, rest in peace. And it's probably all we need, to be honest. Take out one Shelter by Ghost. Take out one Hall Creeper. One Calyx. Go like that. I don't know. This might end up getting a video itself at some point. My record with this is pretty good so far. Let me see what I am right now. Six and 2 with this list. If I win this, I'll be 7 and 2. It's pretty impressive for best of 3. What you got, opponent? Come on. Can't be that difficult to sideboard against us. I do like Diamond Weapon, though. I think Diamond Weapon's a fun card. Especially with Carsight Revenant, that's pretty funny. A little too slow in that game, but I mean, that's a very potent combination. All right, game 2. Let's do it. Waiting. This looks good to me. We got our sideboard card. We got pretty aggressive start. I dig it. Town Greeter. Mill. Gets the land. Which land do I take? Which one do I get? Oh me, oh my. You get some mortuary, alright. The Peace! Rest in it. Gotta hope he's not running Haywire Mites, which he probably is. I mean, we're playing an enchantment deck, so I'm sure he sided in some enchantment removal. So this isn't like game or anything. But it definitely slows him down a bit. Yeah, okay. Still, this was a much slower start than I'm sure he was liking to have. So we have more Rest in Pieces still. Unfortunately, Rest in Peace exiles itself when it dies. Even though this destroys. So I can't get it back with Yuna, which is kind of annoying. I think we play Summon Fenrir here. Counter on the Scavenger. Get a basic. Let's go get a blue. Get it for 3. Surprised he didn't block to increase his graveyard permanent count, but who am I to tell him how to play his deck, right? I want to build I know that there are already a lot of people trying different versions of Naya Yuna Reanimator, but I want to try to build something like that. My own version. Up the beanstalk. Opponent is going to block this thing. Or not. What are they doing? They don't have anything in the graveyard, so they don't have any cost reduction on anything. They could definitely have, like, Overlord of the Baelmerk or something here to help with that. Yep, okay. Full cast. Let's draw a card. I wanted to put all the counters on Hall Creeper, but I don't want to spread. I don't want to. He's got too much removal in his deck more than likely, and I just don't want all my eggs in one basket. I mean, he's gonna be more tempted to remove Calyx than anything. Well, no, he's got to get rid of Hall Creeper here. But we have some really good draws if Calyx lives, so we'll have to see what happens. Harvester of Misery gets rid of Calyx, but it does not get rid of anything else. And if he attacks with the Baelmerk here, he actually loses. Okay, opponent's smart. Rest in peace. Now we win. Boom! GG. Very nice. And that's a pretty good deck too, so very nice games there. All right. Let's see, what other best of 3 decks can we try out? You know, let's play some Legends. Let's play some Joda. So for Joda best of 3, the majority of our non creature lands are white, green, and blue. So we're kind of like core. And we do have 4 starting towns, so those can tap for mana of any color for anything. And then obviously our plazas can tap for whatever color of whatever we have. So we've got Spell Pierces, Ghost Vacuums, another copy of Zac Fair, a couple copies of Lauren, a couple more copies of Sirach, Urtai, and Wandering Rescuer, just to kind of help with artifacts and enchantments here. And then these are to deal with removal, Urtai to help counter board wipes along with Spell Pierces, and then Requisition Raids and Laurens to help deal with Quarry Steelcutter. I've actually been having some pretty good luck with this in best of 3, which I didn't think I would. I really felt like this was only a best of 1 deck for the longest time, but I think I finally found a meta where this works in best of 3 as well. So there's some really sweet legends from this set that just really push this deck over the top. Like Sarah Farron is ridiculous. Zac Fair is really good too. Draft Daddy. Why are you playing best of 3 standard then, huh? Go back to your drafting. We'll keep. This isn't a super exciting hand, but I mean, we have a billion 2-drops in the list, so any 2-drop and we're like golden. Skrill. That's not a 2-drop, unfortunately. Go ahead and get it for 1. Don't you know that I'm toxic? Starting town for the opponent. Dredger's Insight. Alright, so Abzan, Self-Mill. Oh, this might be Unit Reanimator. Okay. Alright, well in that case, Plaza into Rufus. No attacks this time. And then we can kind of go ham. Okay, summon Fenrir. So he's gonna have Yuna available next turn. He's got good stuff in the yard, so we've really gotta... We need to get a hold of a Joda quickly. Hey! Speak of the devil! Alright, so here's Relic of Legends, here's a Zac Fair, here's a Sarah Farron. Yeah, no, we need to do this. I was gonna attack with Rufus to get the, bonus, but this is better. I mean, if the opponent wants to play Yuna here and reanimate, That's fine by me because we're going to be able to attack way over the top of that anyway. Aw. Well, that was rude. Okay, come on now. Will you stop touching my stuff? Highly disappointed. Why? Okay. Oh, the auto tapper drives me nuts sometimes. So frustrated. No card draw for you. All right, so the opponent's probably gonna force us to burn. Ah, that's annoying. All right, they get back Overlord of the. Oh, they get back Fenrir, really? Okay. Not what I was expecting them to get back, but okay. Really? Very unfortunate. One of the blocks. Well, I mean, he can't do anything to get rid of Joda right now. Like, I've got double protection pretty much. Summon Primal Odin. Okay. No. All right, come on. Come on, like, can we draw a good creature here, please? Wow. What abysmal luck. Any like 2 or 3 mana creature we would have been happy, but no, we can't do that. All right, so Lauren feels good. Ghost Vacuum probably feels good. So let's take out 1 Zac Fair. Let's take out 1 Hope because we don't want to be milling them. Rufus and Lock Cole can go. And maybe a Joshua. That was unfortunate. If we'd just been able to draw a creature or 2 after we played Joda, I think would have been fine. This is terrible. This is okay because we can at least Ghost Vacuum stuff. Put Joda back. We're not casting that super soon. Cavern on human. Please, by all means, mill things. Aw, man, you don't want to mill anything? I guess Aerith here. They have removal. For the Ghost Vacuum, though, not for Aerith. Interesting. Summon Fenrir, alright. Land, please. I wasn't specific enough, apparently. I needed an untapped land. No blocks. Let's see what they do. Overlord of the Hauntwoods, okay. Yeah, nowhere to run. That's annoying. That is very annoying. Dredger's Insight. No, 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 no. Nothing. Another 7 Fenrir, sure. Well, Seachrome Coast a little too late, but... Get in. I want to block. Another Dredger's Insight. Gets Yuna. Wow, what a turn. Plays the Yuna, gets back the Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Very annoying. No white creatures can block that. Well, at least we get a couple of tokens here, which is nice. No blocks. And if the opponent ever tries to remove Aerith without exiling her, opponent's out of cards. Oh, daddy. It's gonna casually gain 1 billion life, like... The opponent ever kills Aerith with 16 counters on everything. Opponent doesn't even have profitable attacks here is the best part. Oh, Aerith got a little bigger. Let's keep getting Fenrir's back. Sending the deck out. Oh, come on. So much life. The ironic part is our opponent could theoretically also be gaining this much life, but... Ooh, very nice. Serapharen, go find Arena. Beautiful, GG. Yes, yes, but this is best of 3 actually, so we're actually playing this in best of 3, which I don't normally do. I normally will only play it in best of 1. But I'm trying to do like a little bit of back and forth between best of 1 and best of 3 tonight, so that you get a little bit for everybody, you know what I mean? Welcome to the stream, Vermicide. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, I actually have a historic Brawl Joda deck, and then I do have a historic Joda Humans list as well. I love Joda. I'm so sad that he's rotating in like a month and a half. Like, I'm not gonna be happy when he's gone. Maybe they'll reprint him somehow. Opponent's going first. We got Ghost Vacuum. Put down Skrull. Conceal Courtyard. Dredger's Insight. Mill. Gets a land. Alright, Ghost Vacuum. We got Arena too for later. That's right, you take one toxic. Like it. Summon Fenrir, sure. That's a lovely Overlord. I think I'll take it. Plaza. Go ahead and remove Fenrir. I think I'll take that too. Well, let's hold off. Make sure that he doesn't like bin something better first. Overlord of the Hotwood, sure. Land. Now we'll exile their Fenrir. We're just gonna win with their enchantment creatures this turn. This game. It's gonna be funny. Human. Tempted to play Joshua, but I think I'm gonna hold up Urtai. Nowhere to run. Well, I'm kind of glad I did that, because we can't really do anything about nowhere to run with Skrull, so having a nowhere to run on the field would suck. Another nowhere to run. That's annoying. What does he hit? Why even hit Skrull? Skrull is useless now. That doesn't even make sense. Overlord of the Baelmerk. I don't think this... I'm going to put myself in full control here. I don't think it's going to let me do this in response, though. Mill. Summon Fenrir, you can get back. Okay. Let's exile the Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Find a land. I'm gonna go ahead and play Joshua and discard Arena because I don't think I need Arena. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's hang on to it. Let's just go attack. We don't have to discard, so I'm not gonna just discard for the sake of discarding. And Joda just like practically wins us the game next turn if he doesn't remove half our board before then. Summon Fenrir, sure. Gonna set the deck out, get some lands. All right. Play Joda. See if he has removal. The best part is even if he does, we can put it under Ghost Vacuum and then get the buff again anyway. Opponents at 2. We had an unfortunate game 1, but these last 2 games have turned out quite nicely. Sure. That doesn't solve your problem, but... Well... Mill. Nothing of value. Let's go ahead and get Joda under this. In case we draw an untapped land. That's annoying. Joda. That's not an untapped land, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and exile that yard. I'm gonna go ahead and attack. Get the damage in while I can. Sacked Arena. Play a new Arena. And then we can get another Arena underneath the Ghost Vacuum. Actually, Urtai would be better. Let's get Urtai into there. Or we just... Now, this is way more fun. Let's do the fun way. Let's win with Ghost Vacuum. We could have won with just playing Joda, but that was way more fun. All right. Joda, Joda, Joda. I love Joda so much. It's a wee bit of an obsession. It is. Insta-Rafa. I'll play first. Gross. This is worse. Oh, my life. Oh, this is so bad. Concealed Courtyard. Duress takes our relic. No. Not a great start to this match. Optimistic Scavenger, sure. Starting town. And Duress again. Whiff. Okay. No more lands, please. No more. 5 is all we need. We can win the game with 5. I would like to draw creatures from now on, please. Storm Chaser's talent. So it's Esper Pixie. Thank you, sir, for the free otter. Appreciate it. Now, your edicts don't work. Nurturing Pixie. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, so you mean you're going to give me another otter next turn? Thank you. So kind. All right. Sarah Farron. I did tell my deck to give me creatures, and it did listen. I was hoping for something a little more impactful than that, but we'll take it. Hopefully we'll draw another creature this turn. Let's get rid of Scavenger. Sun Pearl Kieran. That's annoying. Well, I tried to get rid of it. Faster. If we ever draw Joda, he's in trouble. Optimistic Scavenger, Storm Chaser's talent. He doesn't want to play it because he doesn't want to give me a free otter. Fear of Isolation instead, okay. He's being smart. He's trying to get around giving me free stuff with this combo. Ooh, Shauna's very nice. I'll take it. Lip. I'm gonna go ahead and get him with Combo since he can't profitably block this. I'm gonna block with his Otter. Now we can start drawing all kinds of cards if he doesn't remove Shauna. This is great. Comball has like single-handedly slowed him down because he would have been playing and picking up the Storm Chaser's talent so much by now. But he's so afraid of giving us the tokens from Comball. It's hilarious. Dark Confidant, sure. And he played it! That's right, give it to me! Give me that free token. Woo! Animist Might, beautiful. Let's hit this. Prowess, prowess. Roar. Just casually gain 10 life for 1 mana. That's fine. Then another 5. Beautiful. And then we get to draw 4 cards. Wow. 3 lands in a Joda. Okay. Optimistic Scavenger, Hopeless Nightmare. We'll discard Starting Town. You got me. It's all over, ladies and gents. And they don't even wait for the Joda. They just let us go. Okay. All right. So what do we do against this deck? I mean, Laurens are good because we can get rid of their engine pieces, right? They're not really targeting a whole lot. Most of their stuff is gonna be edicts. I don't feel like there's a whole lot that helps us against this deck, to be honest. So let's cut a Rufus and a Lot Coal for the 2. Our problem against this deck is just we got to get on the board quick and we've got to pressure them. Wow. We mulliganed to 5 last game, didn't we? Was that this game? I feel like we just mulliganed to 5. I'll have to go back and watch the footage on that. I think we did. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was the last game. I don't know. This is fine. We'll put back... I guess the Cavern. No. Let's put back the Starting Town. Concealed Courtyard. Optimistic Scavenger. Yep. Scroll. Duress. Thankfully this time that's a whiff. Nothing for you, pal. Wow, is that all they had? Okay. I can hit you for 1 too. Plus a Toxic. Hopeless Nightmare. All right. This is tough. What do I ditch? I guess Urtai. Is removing something just to have them draw a card is probably not worth it. Probably should have just attacked. Okay. Opponent kept a risky hand. Like, wow. That's risky. That was a good draw. Go ahead and get in for 4. Alright. Let's see what they got. Concealed Courtyard, Momentum Breaker, sure. Oh, I'm not trying to do that. I want to sack that. Ooh, Phoenix. Very nice. Let's play him. Discard, discard. Alright, secluded Courtyard on human. Give him haste. Get it. And we can flip him over and give him haste again with Alana Lena. GG, alright. Boom. Got him. Joe to humans, man. I don't know, maybe we should just take this to Mythic. It's feeling pretty good so far. Let's see, what else do we have? Did I make this best of 1 or best of 3? I can't remember. This is best of 1. That's a really slow deck, though. I don't know if we want to play slow. Let's go. We'll play some best of 1 now. We'll switch to a different kind of Legends list. Abzan Legends. So this is heavily built around Radhadrabik and just all of the really good Abzan Legends. And Serapharen, again, just super crazy good in this list. Same thing with Aerith, because we can gain a bunch of life and then sacrifice it to Radhadrabik and get copies of it. It's just super crazy. Like, this deck can do some absolutely insane things. And then Sephiroth in here too can help us sacrifice things. Single copy of Genova can help us draw all kinds of cards. Do I like milling decks? I do like milling decks a little bit. It's not my favorite strategy, but when I play Control, that's typically where I like to go. Wow, 35 of you in here right now. Thank you so much for joining the stream. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. We're playing some Standard, just going through a whole bunch of fun brews. We just finished up playing some Joe to Humans, and we're about to play some best of 1 with Abzan Legends. This is a really fun deck. So we're going to go ahead and take it for a spin, see how we do. Please make sure you hit that like button. That really helps me out. The engagement lets YouTube know that I'm doing a good job, shows it to more people, and gets more of you fun people in here to chat with me, which I greatly enjoy. So let's go ahead and get into it. And you know what? Like, it's been a while since I've had this many people in here, so I think why isn't it letting me do that? Weird. This is a little rough. It's a little better. Let's put Genova back for now. Yes, the VV is, it's the alternate art. Tiny Bones is a good draw. Yeah, mono green is a lot of fun. And I like mono blue too. When I play mono blue, I really like to play Illuge, the Shoreless Sea. It was one of my favorite cards. Orzhov something. Unholy Annex, alright. Man, we need lands. I know that feels crazy, but kinda need it. I need the white land, so thanks, opponent. And we can buy back the Tiny Bones anyway. Unified Battlefront, uh-oh. temporary lockdown gets rid of Reno. Makes us discard a card. I'm not 100% sure what that was about, but okay. So let's play Zach Fair, Lord Skitter, get a rat, exile the battlefront, get in for 3. The opponent just makes a demon here. They gain some life, but we have Animus Might. Beza is annoying. Nurturing Pixie to pick up Beza? Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm thoroughly confused on what's going on here, but okay. Are they really just gonna... Okay. Okay, what are they doing? Another lockdown, maybe? But that doesn't hit most of our board. Nowhere to run in Momentum Breaker is annoying. I'm just gonna sack a rat, though. And another Momentum Breaker, alright. Well, that doesn't work out for them. Oops. Sephiroth says, GG. That was a weird deck. I have no kind of, like, it felt very, like, anti-synergistic. Do they not realize? Because you can't United Battlefront into Annex, can you? That doesn't work, right? So, like, what were they doing? I'm very confused. All right. Good first game. Let's keep that up. Texturalink. Man, I'm just having terrible luck with opening hands tonight. This is bad too. I'm gonna keep it though in the hopes that we can find something to do. Like, hope we can draw a 2-drop or something. Mono red, maybe I should have kept Aerith. Live and learn, right? Cacophony Scamp, okay. Well, we did find a 2-drop, that's good. Unfortunately, he can just kill it with Cacophony Scamp, so we're just gonna block if he attacks. No sense in giving him the free damage and letting him just ping our Reno and Brood down. Black Cleave Cliffs for the opponent. Opponent gets in, we block. Opponent's gonna pump it up into Oblivion. So cool. I hate this deck already. The fun part is that Sephiroth should throw his calculations off a little bit at least. Let's see what he does. If he attacks, we know he's got a pump spell. If he doesn't... Okay, so no pump spells in hand, or he would have attacked. 100%. So let's go ahead and play Sephiroth. Draw a card. Gain a life. Ooh, Rotodrobic is great. Exile Cacophony Scamp. Opponent gets a free land. Good job. You've won the game. Purely on getting a free land off of Dark Confidant. That's how it goes. And so they had no pump spells last turn, so that's really good for us. They could have burn. They're getting him a show off. Nothing. Okay, this is great. Wow, this is like really good. Hey, what's going on, Sar? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, so let's Animist Might the show off here. Slick Shot is scary, but not against our deck. We're too cool for Slick Shot. Let's exile the Slick Shot. Go ahead and get in, get in. Yeah, get in, get in, get in. Sacrifice the rat, draw a card, drain the opponent. That's beautiful because anything he blocks and kills, we just get copies of it back. Sephiroth is great. Double Dark Confidant. Okay, opponent gets a land, a turn inside out, and something else. All right, can he kill us this turn? Yeah, Squall. I agree with you on Squall. Okay, so we've got 5 mana. He could kill us this turn. I really hope that that's not the case. If he's got a fling, we're probably dead. If he attacks with Heartfire Hero, then we're probably dying. I have to block with Rotodrobic, don't I? I think I do. I think we're definitely dead if we don't. Okay. Well, we get to gain some life with Sephiroth, thankfully. I think we still win this game, though. If I draw a land, I can play Serapharin, flip Serapharin, play another Serapharin. It's not untapped, unfortunately, but... Play Serapharin. Go to combat. Flip Serapharin. GG! Alright. Scary. I love you. I'm so glad there's like decent Final Fantasy X stuff for this set, like, because Final Fantasy X is my favorite of the bunch. Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy 13, all the tactics games. I love all those. I didn't get a chance to play anything before 10, unfortunately. So I probably missed out on a lot of that stuff, but I have 15 and 16 in my Steam library, but I just never got around to playing them. This is a good hand. We'll keep. Plaza, Skrell. This is such a great... I'm having fun with this set, to be honest. I'm actually really enjoying it. Is this Omni? Yep. Jeez. It's nice that Reno and Root exile stuff. Maybe we exile something important here. That'd be pretty sweet. Stock up. Yep, you're so cool, bro. This is a frustratingly annoying deck. My turn. Discards Omni. We couldn't get lucky and draw a rat, right? Couldn't get lucky and draw a rat. Alright, are we getting turn 4 Abuelo? I hate it because I have Graveyard Hate built into the deck, but... Well, there's the 4th land. We can't be lucky enough that he doesn't have Abuelo's Awakening, right? Yeah, alright. Well, I'm still gonna wait till I see the win con. But with 6 cards in hand, it's highly unlikely he can't find it. He could whiff. He could have a lot of lands in his hand. Like, it's always worth it to stick around and make sure. Okay. There's the win con. You win. Congratulations, Omni combo. It is what it is. We can't win everything, right? I'm gonna play a combo deck myself here in a little bit. I want to play the deck that I built earlier from Matt. It's MTG Creative Combos came up with. Well, I don't know if they came up with it, but they're where I found it from. An infinite mana combo with VV and Mimeoplasm that's just super cool. So we're gonna try that out in a little bit here to close the stream out. It's a Swift Spear. Judge Master Cabron. Alright. Opponent plays Ops. Well, it's not a Quarry Steelcutter, so that's good. They probably have a Monstrous Rage, though, so we're probably going to take a nice big smack to the face here. Sleight of hand. Okay. We could have asked for worse. I'm not going to complain too much about that. No block. Okay, starting town. And I mean, I think I don't want to play Sarah here because of the potential to her dying to shock, but it gives us the ability to play a much more impressive turn next turn. Like, I wanted to play Venat, but I just feel like if Sarah Farron lives, that's a really, really big turn we can have. Okay, yeah, it's not happening. That sucks. Oh, okay. Never mind. We're still taking a beating here, but... Beautiful. Sirach, Zach Fair, Animist Might, get rid of the Swift Spear, flip, get in for 4. Now we're still in dire straits. We're not out of the woods. We're at 8, and the opponent could definitely have birds. Swift Spear, Stormchaser's Talent. Okay, well at least we're still in a position where we can block this stuff at the moment. I don't think it's too good. It's very, very strong, but I mean, I'm actually finding myself doing pretty well against it in a lot of cases. Wait, this doesn't give hexproof. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I keep thinking this gives hexproof and it doesn't. Yeah, we're dead. We're super dead. Oh man. All right, you got me. That was a pretty disgusting turn for them. Like, wow. Okay. All right. So let's I'm gonna try out this this Mimeoplasm deck. So again, just this is gonna be best of 3. We're gonna play this in best of 3. Just giving credit for the combo idea. This wasn't my idea for the combo. MTG Creative Combos. If you haven't checked them out, they're really cool. They basically come up with like all kinds of crazy combos and stuff like that. So shout out to them. Vivi plus Mimeoplasm is the combo. So how do we do this? Basically, we want to get an Enigma Jewel on the battlefield so that we can pay Mimeoplasm's cost to turn it into a Vivi the turn it comes into play. If we have those 3 pieces, this is basically as fast as Omni combo. It's a turn 4 combo. And the way it works is when we exile a Vivi with Mimeoplasm, it comes in with 3+1/+1 counters on it. We pay 2 mana to turn it into Vivi or Natir. Activate Vivi's 0 ability, get 3 mana of red or blue, whatever, and then we can pay the 2 mana again on Mimeoplasm to turn Mimeoplasm into a new instance of Vivi or Natir, which nets us 1 mana every time. And then basically the whole rest of the deck is filter, 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 filter until we find either Realm Scorch or Hellkite or Choco Comet to ping the opponent to death for a whole bunch of damage. And then every time, like as we kind of do the combo, we can slowly grow Vivi a little bit and make it quicker. It is very click intensive, but boy is it fun. So we're gonna try it out. Probably have time for maybe one match with this, maybe 2 for lucky. But this is a really cool combo, so hopefully we can make it work. All right, well, we've got our Enigma Jewel. That's a good start. We just need to find some filtering. Lush Portico for the opponent, so most likely Overlords. Stable Passage. Planes, and what else? Analyze the ball. Yeah, this has got to be Domain Overlords. We need to find some of our filtering before our opponent starts going too crazy. The beautiful part is if they don't have interaction, we do basically win on the spot. You know, like as long as we have a way to continue to dig through our deck. Town Greeter. So this looks like it's probably the Una version, yep. Artist Talent, very, very good there. Go ahead and level that up. That should help us start digging. Opponent plays Overlord of the Mistmores, sure. Alright, Swamp. Let's go ahead and play an Enigma Jewel. Discard. Draw. Keep the new one, play an Artist Talent. Discard the land, draw. Man, we are just not like the whole deck is either the stuff we want to discard or drawing, and we're not drawing it. So, come on, deck. Una, what has he got to get back? Fenrir. All right. Well, we need things to go this turn. That doesn't work. I should have kept the land in my hand. I'm an idiot. You know, we've got 4 mimeoplasms. I'm gonna go for it because we've gotta find our answers like very quickly. Wow, we are just having the worst luck. This is awful. I cannot believe how many cards we've been through. We've been through a quarter of our deck almost. And we cannot find a single draw spell. And now we've just lost all of our engine pieces, so... Wow, that sucked, man. That was bull. We have so much card draw in the deck. I just cannot believe we went through that many cards and couldn't find it. Couldn't find a single stock up, Winter Night Stories, any of it. Whirling Dragon Storm. This is much better though. Temple of Plenty for the opponent. Artist Talent. Town Greeter for the opponent. If we can draw a land, we can Artist Talent and then play Roiling Dragon Storm. Opponent surveils. Gets his Overlord into the graveyard, so he's got something to reanimate now. Gets in for 1. Wow, the auto, oh my god, the auto tapper. Ruining my life. I've got to stop letting the auto tapper. Like, when you play Pain Lands, the auto tapper does the dumbest things. It's not the end of the universe or anything, but that was definitely not how I wanted things to go. Oh wait, what am I doing? Play Winter Night Stories. Let's discard the Invasion. Discard. Because we can harmonize that from the graveyard for 3 mana now, so draw, draw, draw. Discard Starting Town and Sanctum. Chivalry, Whirling Dragon Storm. Discard the Plaza. Discard the land. My goodness, we are just hitting homers here. Wow! I am just, my mind is just... How many lands is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 lands in the top 20 cards. Alright, we've got to, like, start going off, like, this turn, or we're just toast. Alright, stock up. Discard the negate. Discard the talent. Holy mackerel, dude. Okay, Plasm. Stock up. This is absurd. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is insane. I can't believe what's happening right now. I can't. Give me a VV, please. My goodness. Oh my gosh. This is insane. This is insane. Wow, okay. I don't think you guys understand how bad this is. I don't think you guys understand how insane this is. Okay, before I pass turn, I have 19 cards left in my deck. I have been through 41 cards and cannot find any of my 4 copies of Vivi. I don't think you can get worse luck than this. I literally win the game if I can just find a Vivi. Like, I'm not crazy, right? There are no Vivis in my graveyard. This is insane. Does he have a way to kill me? Okay, we're at 3. I have dug through literally 2/3 of my deck and cannot find a Vivi. Is there anything for him to get back? No. Oh my lord. I have to be careful because of... I don't know if I can survive because of my lands. There's the Vivi finally. I don't think I can win because of my lands. I think I'm gonna die to my lands. This is insane. I don't think I can win because of my lands. I need green, black, blue. I don't have any of that right now. This is so stupid. I'm so mad right now. I'm so mad. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe my luck. If I had one more life than I do right now. I'm gonna kill myself. Ha! You can't do it. Wow. Okay, you know what? That's not fair. That is not a fair gauge of whether this deck is good or not. That was insane. It took us 46 cards to find a Vivi. We shouldn't need a search card. We've got so much filtering. so much filtering. That was ridiculous. That might be the worst luck I've ever had in a game of Magic. All right, let's try again. Okay, we've got stuff and things. All right, got an Enigma Jewel. All we need is the Mimeoplasm now. Demon Wall, sure. Hey, look at that! Look at that! If he doesn't have removal, that's GG's. If he just taps out here, yeah. All right. Well, it's not GG. It's not GG. We've still got to like. No, I mean we go for it. All right, get ready for a lot of clicking. We should be able to speed this process up in a little bit. We've just got to get to a point where we've got enough mana to cast a few things and grow VV a little bit. Okay, now we're making 5 mana at a time. So we're netting 3 mana. This is still gonna take forever. I just messed up and clicked the wrong thing. I mean, he can't see that we have a Realm Scorcher Hellkite here, so... Choco Comet is the better win con because it's a lot less intensive, but I'm gonna go ahead and show him the Realm Scorcher Hellkite and maybe he'll scoop. Okay. Thankfully, the opponent didn't make us sit there and go through it all. All right, so they're playing demons. Yeah, it's a lot of clicks. Choco Comet is way faster, but Realm Scorcher Hellkite is nice because we can win from the graveyard too. So we don't necessarily have to have, like, we can just win with Vivi. If we could just exile the Realm Scorcher Hellkite and Vivi, then the Vivi comes in with 6 power, so we're like already super profiting 4 mana per activation, and then we can turn the Mimeoplasm into Hellkite, do the attacking. So it just gives us 2 ways to win, one from the hand, one from the graveyard. It's quite nice. Shore Up is probably pretty good here. Let's take out Torch the Towers. And then maybe heritage reclamations. Over 1 spell pierce. And 1 invasion. It's a lot of clicks, but it's fun. And it's very unique. Oh, wow. Okay. Thanks, deck. Appreciate you. This is fine. We'll put back artist talent. Soulstone Sanctuary, Demon Wall. Yep, yep, yep. Discard the VV, draw a card. What's up, Felix? Long time no see. Yes, they do stay up. They stay up for sure. So sometimes it takes an hour or two for them to process it, but my streams always stay up. All right, Enigma Jewel and Roiling Dragonstorm. We're just missing the Mimeoplasm, and there it is. All right. We've even got oh, he tapped out anyway. We've even got protection and shore up, so. All right, here we go. Clickety clickety. And they scoop. All right, thankfully they didn't make us do it again. We did it though. We did it. We had some bad luck, but we came back and we absolutely crushed a mono black demons list. So, all right, it is now 11 o'clock p.m. That is when I end my streams. So for any of you who aren't used to it, that is where we're at. So thank you so much. You guys are so wonderful. It's been a absolutely killer stream. Just had a lot of you in here tonight, so thank you. Just feels so great to be able to get to connect with you guys and share all these fun decks with you and bring back what Magic is supposed to be, which is brewing and fun and just really enjoying ourselves. So I had a really great time with you guys tonight. I hope you also had a great time. If you did, please make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Every single one of those helps. Also, just a quick reminder, if you want to join the Sev Squad Discord, the link is in the description. It's a great way to connect with me personally, to reach out to me, chat with me, talk to me about decks and stuff like that. I'm very active there, as well as all my socials are in the description as well. If you'd like to support me as a creator and help me grow my brand and potentially eventually be able to get sponsorships and things like that, helping me grow my social media platforms will help me immensely. So if you want to take a quick moment to click those and just give me a like and a follow over there. I also share stuff there that I don't share here. So it's a great way to just see what else I'm up to. And yeah, you guys are super awesome. So thank you so much for being here. It's been an absolute blast with you guys. And I'll have another video going up about probably a best of one deck this weekend. And yeah, catch you in the next one.